Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and we're going to talk crypto, we're going to talk quantum computers, quantum mechanics, we're going to talk NASA, we're going to talk Google, IBM, Microsoft, crypto in general, and so much more. So, one of my main concerns and criticisms of crypto overall, even when it first began, because I remember having Max Kaiser on before Bitcoin was worth anything, and I remember being on file share networks like Hotfile and others that were only accepting certain forms of crypto eventually. There was a lot of them out there, and obviously Bitcoin. I guess there were a couple other altcoins, not like today. For instance, if you take a look behind me, you see a D-Wave machine. Now, a lot of people will tell you that's not even a quantum computer, okay? Man, I can't stand the fact that my stream stuff is lagging. Like it's not good. YouTube, what is up? Maybe I have to clean my computer. I think I'm cleaning the computer today. I'm going to try to clean it before Mixed Martial Mindset. All right, back into this. So D-Wave systems, quantum annealing, it's something that is different from true qubit quantum computing, according to these people. But recently, we had Google all work together in these things. And people like Geordie Rose, who was a financier and someone who brought them together, talked about the fact that, man, it did it again. Dropping frames. I'm getting so angry here. Maybe my video card's dead. Maybe I need to get a new one of those. I'm not sure. All right, this is breaking my concentration. Google claims to have built the first quantum computer that can carry out calculations beyond the ability of today's most powerful supercomputers. And that is a huge deal in this infinite possibility to 20,000 years. However, concerns is that what exactly are we talking about? What problems? Oh, so there's nothing there. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. Unreal. I'm tempted to just start over, but I don't want to. I'm gonna keep going with it. I'm sorry, guys. We do it live here. This is a cluster fuck of a video. This is why it's the quantum AI. Love the comments in there. So this one came out a few days ago, and it's a concern I've always said. Anything that's digital can be hacked eventually. We don't know the technologies here. Okay, more drop frames. Oh, I'm getting sick to my stomach. Yeah, I know, guys. You good? Yeah, I'm just gonna go with it. Can Google's new quantum computer hack Bitcoin? Because they said this quantum supremacy. They're saying no, they're not even close, and they also push this idea of quantum resistant, where is it? Quantum resistant passwords, and then what is it? Users themselves take protective steps. Bum, bum, bum. Personally, I think anything digital can be hacked. We don't know about these technologies. And when they're selling you something like the multiverse, I'm not so sure that's the goal. I think artificial intelligence and I think breaking cryptography and things like crypto coins to control digital currency in a different manner are actually the goals. And even though, D-Wave, this is a newer article, all right, has been criticized because they're doing quantum annealing. Well, they were way ahead of the game. Nobody really knows how far this technology has gotten in the right hands or what they're using it for. We have that leaked Google document, but again, they're not using quantum annealing. I'm going to just try to explain because I don't know exactly what the difference is. Unlike other players in the quantum computing market, D-Wave always bet on quantum annealing as its core technology. This technology lends itself perfectly to optimization problems like the count of routing problems the company tackled with VW, as well as sampling problems which, in the context of quantum computing, are useful for improving machine learning models. For example, depending on the complexity, some of these problems are nearly impossible to solve with classical computers, at least in a reasonable time. Okay? And they talk about how IBM and Microsoft, Rigetti, and others are focused on building gate model quantum computers and are starting to see results. And even, what was this? This is just 2 days ago. We have a new startup. It's very secretive, and 179 million pounds. That's about $200 million. And this is 230 million. A secretive U.S. started funded technology developed at the University of Bristol has raised 230 million and seeks to beat out both Google and IBM. My point being that the race is here for actual quantum type technologies. And who knows what's going to happen in the future? The other thing is, when we're talking about D-Wave and now these new models, right? We're talking about a very big technopoly project. We're talking about NASA, okay? All that black budget space money that everybody talks about, well, a lot of it is funding these type of programs. Let's talk about some other organizations out there. Bezos invested in this, okay? Goldman Sachs invested in this. Now you have banking that, if you think Goldman Sachs is going away, I mean, after the financial crisis, kind of a manufactured event where they got caught and they still got bailed out and still made tons of money as criminals, and almost nobody, if anybody, got in trouble. There's actually a great documentary on it called Inside Job. You're not allowed to use those terms, inside job, outside of like a Hollywood film, by the way. Right? I think this one was actually produced by Matt Damon, but it shows you just how they gutted the system and got bailed out. Goldman Sachs isn't going anywhere. If you want to know what will happen as the currencies become more and more digitized, as we move away from money and any kind of private transactions, well, they'll be in control of that through their track trace database society. That's what this is. Sweden, for example, aside from the chip that a lot of these fashionables have, is almost entirely cashless. Whether that be from somebody's cell phone or, the credit card, which is now super dated technology. Okay? So, guys, I apologize for all the glitches out there. I'm gonna do a reinstall of Windows. I think that's really the only thing that I can do at this point, and try to do that. I know I should be on Linux and this and that, but I need to have everything work. Guys, if you like what I do, Loose Change Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, and Shade the Motion Picture, especially when we talk about this technopoly, when we talk about global governance, when we talk about a push to a literal one world society where everything you do is tracked, traced, and databased, and you have this predator class that is in control of the regimentation of all human beings as they push a transhumanist agenda in which they are going to try to sell you the latest technology as a religion. My previous video kind of touches on that. Truthstream Media does a great job of analyzing and exposing that as well. But Invisible Empire, that's a movie that is now 9+ years old, and you tell me how much of that has really come to fruition and come out. Please go check it out. They're all free in the documentaries playlist section. Thumbs this video up, share it with others. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you can, $5, $10, $15, it means the world to me. It's how I do this thing day in and day out through this GoFundMe. So I will see you guys at the very least, depending on the reinstall, for Mixed Martial Mindset at 6 p.m. here on the Info Warrior channel. I'll see you on the flip side, guys.